If life is such a dream, then you know I'm living lucid. You gotta be like water, so you know I'm living fluid. If I talk about it, then you know that I'ma do it. And if I get a shot, then you know that I'ma shoot it. And if I'm gonna fall, I don't really need a cushion. If love, peace, and hope is really what I'm pushing, you gotta trust the process and surrender to the flow. Sunlight and water's all you really need to grow. I really live this shit, I don't do it off a show. Sunbathing, getting energy through my fro. Look at the bigger picture when you looking at your life. No such thing as wrong, no such thing as right. Yo, peace and love, family, peace and love. It's your boy, Sunrise the Divine, and I'm back at you again with some more love and light at something new under the sun. Yeah, clap it up, cues, claps, clap. As we know, we got my main man, Energy, with me. What's up, man? How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. What's going on? It's your boy, straight from Jones Beach, hitting you over the head over some dome piece. I'm chilling, man. I'm good to be here, man. I'm
doing good. Another week, another episode. I know you podcast crazy right now.
Podcast crazy. I got the new episode of Y'all Have to Be Here just dropped with myself, Niles, Johnny Mac, and Arthur. That's been really cool. Def Noodles has been going really strong. That's been fun. And then we got the vegan chitlin circuit.
The vegan chitlin circuit been
Grace
going crazy
and
too.
Ryan, that's cool too. Yeah, man, I'm gonna be like Lil Wayne. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be the podcast featured guest on everything. Like, man, you was on Adam 22 and TD Jake's podcast in the same day. I'm like, yeah, man, that was me, man.
Man, he said TD Jakes. Everybody got a TD Jakes really got a podcast.
I'm sure he do by now. I don't know.
Probably.
Why he wouldn't?
Right? Why wouldn't he? All right. And as you know, we always have special guests here. Today, I'm excited about the guests we got. These are my family, my superhero friends, part of the Avengers. You know what I mean? I'm going to start it off. We got my main man, Sauce God. You feel me?
The saucy one.
Yes,
Sauce
how you feeling?
God in the building. Man, I feel good, man. Just popped the red pill.
Okay.
Feeling a little groovy.
Okay.
You understand me? Yeah.
Okay. And we got Purp 30. How you feeling, Purp?
I'm feeling electric.
Electric? You pop a red pill too or a blue pill?
I popped the blue pill.
A blue pill.
Hey.
Okay. Blue pill, red pill, blue pill. We breaking out of the matrix today.
Come on, man. Unplug.
Yes. Okay, now talking about breaking out of the matrix. For those of you who don't know, Something New Under the Sun is a podcast where we bring to you new ideas, philosophies, ways of life, or just anything that's outside of the mainstream consciousness, and we talk about it. You know, we build upon it because it's important that we step out of the box in order to, you know, start to live a different type of life. So today's topic is going to be about the schooling system, right? We've all grown up, and well, I'm sure not everybody who's going to be watching this podcast have grown up in America, but a lot of us who have is grown up in America. How do y'all feel about the schooling system in America?
You want me to start?
Anybody? Yeah, you can go ahead.
I feel like the school system has, in a weird way, kind of changed and really morphed what learning is, because learning happens the instant you come out here onto this planet.
Yeah. And
learning don't stop until you get into that ground and whatever that looks like. So I think schooling, in a way, kind of hijacked what learning actually is, because it kind of confined it to like, okay, where it happens between, you know, pre-K and then, you know, high school and then college, and then some people consider themselves, you know, stop learning or whatever. But education, like, you never cease to be educated. You know, you never cease to be learning something at any moment or any time. So I think schooling is, I look at it in two different ways, but I think like education and schooling is something that is a constant, long as people have the desire to search for truth. So like, long as people, like, your education don't stop, or your schooling never stops unless you never given up in a way, you know, because it's like schooling, when like you're learning every day. You heard that phrase, but what does that really mean? And you're even learning when you don't even know you're learning.
Yeah.
There's things that you come across or you engage in, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't even know I was in this moment to be learning something, or it's just a matter of hindsight and looking back that you have, you know, acquired something. So it's like, yeah, I think it's multiple ways to look at it, but you know, if I were to get like to the specific of like schooling and how we know it in the typical I mean, obviously, it's lacking because I think schooling, the purpose of schooling is to problem solve, and we got a lot of degrees out here, but we still got a lot of problems.
Yeah,
So it's like there's something that's not adding up. So yeah, I think like schooling's main objective is to problem solve, and we've yet to fully figure that out because we still have a lot of major problems. Though I think it's just a matter of how we view, learning as a whole, because it's something that's never stopped long as you have the hunger for truth and justice.
Yeah, and what region did you grow in? Just so the people
I grew up
know.
here in what is considered the USA.
What part of the U.S.?
Well, I was all over. I was in California where I was born, and then I lived in Texas too for a while. So I was kind of like always back and forth from LA to Texas to Dallas.
Okay. And Sauce and Purp, what about y'all? How do y'all feel about the schooling system? It don't matter who goes first.
I think it's pretty marginalized. Like it's targeting or teaching only a certain mindset. It's not expanding anyone like basically basic knowledge. Like whatever they say you're supposed to be learning, that's it. Nothing outside of that. Like he was saying, you learning all the time, but it's like they only have books, and it's like directing you towards an idea instead of directing you towards yourself and finding out more about you and how you learn and what to learn, what you would like to learn. What, you know what I'm saying? It's really just like one-sided. So I grew up in the North. I'm from Wisconsin.
Okay.
And then I moved to Tennessee. So I had like two really different school experiences, and it's like they were still like pushing me towards one like idea.
Yeah.
Instead of expanding me, I guess.
Yeah. What about you, Sauce? How you feel about it? And tell the people where you grew up and where you went to school at.
Again, man, my name is Sauce God. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. As far as schooling is concerned, growing up, we're taught what to think versus how to think, right? So we have this ideology of what success looks like, what graduation looks like, what after graduation looks like.
Yeah.
And we've been conformed to a certain mindset. And that mindset, just like Purp was saying, has marginalized us, has kept us in a box of expressing ourselves to our zenith, right? So it's all in an attempt to deplete you, rob you, leech you, siphon you for your energy, right? To continue to fuel a system that is in turn perpetuating a slave mentality that we have been conditioned to repeat.
Yeah. It definitely is. I remember reading something saying that the public schooling system, was created to, condition and create workers, condition and create people that will, listen to orders, just how, we stand in line when we were in elementary school. I don't know if y'all's elementary school did, but we had to stand in line. Sometimes they won't even let us talk. They tell us put a bubble in your mouth. That's just like we walking around the school like soldiers, you know what I mean? And that's just all a certain type of conditioning. And like we were saying, I don't think it's necessary for us to learn. And so that's the problem that we've seen. But what's new, what's popping, what's happening, what's the solution is Sauce and Purp actually started a school. They started a school, and I wanted to dive in on that. Yeah, kudos.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yes, they started a school 2020 or 2019.
What year was that when it started?
2020.
2020?
Yeah.
Or was it 2021?
I think that was 2020 when you started doing the classes.
It was 2020.
Okay.
When we actually opened up the school.
Okay, so tell us about it. It's the School of Sauce. Get the people, if somebody who just met you today and you was telling them about the School of Sauce, go ahead, talk to them right now. Talk to the people.
Okay, so the School of Sauce was founded through rhythm and rhyme, through music. In my journey of self, what I found was helping, aiding, and constituting to my demise was in the music, right? So I became the alchemist of my own reality, and I started to make music to empower myself. You know, make music that not only sounded good to the ear, right, made you want to dance and bop, but also has something in it that you can take from it, right? So putting the medicine in the candy, and from that, it turned into me expanding it into books. So I found different forms of, you know, expression and communication. And through me writing books, I created something that's never been done before. I created what I call a book tape, right? So not only is there chapters to the book, but each chapter has a song to go along with it to help you remember and subconsciously plant the information in your head, so it serves as a study guide.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. When you first dropped the book tape, I was geeked up. I was like, boy, I ain't never seen a book tape in my life, boy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna drop me a couple book tapes, too. You started a whole new wave. I ain't never heard of a book tape. And I'm sure after people, you know, start to continue to hear more and more of yours, we're gonna see a lot more of the youth and future artists create book tapes, because it's more about the, like you said, it's about like what you putting in the music, the content, the energy, the intent, you know. So yeah, man, that's yeah. I'm glad. What's the next book tape you got coming up again? What'd you say?
So the next book tape that's dropping is called The Matrix Dropout, and that is actually how we created the curriculum for this school year. Was through that book tape. So in the book tape, I talk about my journey of becoming self-sufficient and being in this world and out of it, like literally unplugging from the system, right? And I did that through different sciences, so like through astronomy and biology and quantum physics and alchemy and melanin and grounding. So I put those sciences within the book, and I was able to articulate them so well and so mundane that a child could understand it.
Okay.
Right? And then that's what created the school.
Okay, so what you're saying is you took information that's typically and usually harder to digest, and you like alchemized and transformed it and transmuted it into a form that even a 5-year-old could understand.
And it's
apply.
a bop.
Yeah, and it's a bop. And it's he said it's a
you
bop.
got the kids dancing. That's it.
Right.
That's a wrap.
Right. Okay, what about you, Purp? How's your experience been with the school? Tell me about it.
Well, I started taking classes with him when I met him. He was giving classes about divine mathematics and vortex math, and through that, I was learning more about myself. And I was going through. It was like I was going through an unplugging at the time as well. I was like going through the COVID and the school. I didn't want my daughter to be in the school anymore, and I was just like really done with my job. So I was like really transitioning, and when I learned about it, it was like more about myself. I could see I'm an organizer. That's what I was doing at work. So when I read the book, the book tape, The Matrix Dropout, I was just like, this is the whole curriculum. So using the information that I got from the book, I used that like, oh, I can organize this. I can make, we doing semesters this term, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it with my daughter. We gonna do it every day. And then my friends was like, we want to do it too. So we started doing a homeschool co-op. Yeah. And it just blew up from there. It just blew up from there. And we need to get this out. We need to get, more people involved in it. Well, people are just already interested. Right. So just building it and making it a actual thing that we could present to people. That was like really like monumental for me, because I'm like, oh, okay, this came from just us wanting to do it for self, but it's now something we could provide to other people.
Yeah. And tell us really quickly, or not quickly, take your time. Tell us, what ages do you teach, and what subjects do you teach at the School of Sauce?
So we have 3 different age groups. So we have 4 through 7, which is like our elementary, 8 through 12, which is like our middle school, and then we have 13 through 17. But the ascension of how we're doing school is that the parents have to be involved as well, right?
So the parents have to be involved.
They have to be involved.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because when I was going through it, it was like I have to learn this stuff for myself. I have to transition through these things for myself, and then provide that to my daughter as she's learning. Of course, she's more The children are more susceptible to the information, but if we're not in alignment with it or understanding what they're learning, it's not gonna do
Be
anything
effective
for
too.
for the
Right.
whole family. So we made it mandatory for the parents as well. So it's a family school.
Yeah, it's community oriented, so that
Try.
we can self-sustain through the common unity that we're building, right? So we don't have to go outside of each other for anything, because everyone in our school that we've attracted does something within the community. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Whether they work in their gardener, or they are an artist, they do tattoos, whether they are Reiki therapists, where, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has a modality and a service to provide, so that as we are coming together and learning, we're also feeding off of each other and into each other, and we're becoming interdependent.
Yeah. And another thing I wanted to point out is what I really like is also the teachers are learning as well. So for all of the viewers, I also teach at the School of Sauce. I teach Trap Chi. We do yoga, affirmations, meditation. And we do it. We do basically. I'm like your gym teacher. You feel me? I feel like the gym teacher of the school. I feel like everybody got to get an A in my class. You can't.
Mr. Rice.
Right. If you get an F in my class, you just not trying. You know what I mean? You ain't walked the lap.
You ain't even got dressed. You ain't got your PE clothes.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know what this is.
But yeah, the teachers can learn too. And not only are we learning from each other, we're counseling each other. And another cool thing is everybody is across the nation, right? So this school is digital as well as we have physical locations, right? Do you want to talk about some of the locations where you've been in the physical with the school?
So we originated, founded the school in Milwaukee, where she's from. And that's where we started the co-op space. And then from there, Swiss told us to go nomad.
Okay.
Yep. So we did that for a year, and then Swiss was like, well, now the journey is to find other like-minded individuals around the world to co-create an even larger space.
Right.
So,
shout out to Clubhouse, right?
Shout out to Clubhouse.
Clubhouse
bro.
was crazy.
Clubhouse for the
2020.
Whoa.
Man, it was jumping. Everybody was on Clubhouse doing some either really cool constructive stuff or really interesting destructive stuff. But either way, to combine everyone across the planet on the device like that, it was like a walkie-talkie's dream. It was like if a walkie-talkie could have a fantasy, that was it.
Yeah, so we grounded ourselves on it, because there were connections that we made that had the potential to grow into something exceedingly abundantly above anything we could imagine.
Yeah.
Right. So it was about grounding ourselves in that reality and not just living in the virtual world with it.
Yeah.
So we was like, we're gonna go out and we're gonna go on a quest to find higher ground, to discover higher ground. So that's what we've been doing. You know?
Yeah, man, I like it. They said like, we're gonna go on the quest, man. That sounds fun, man. That sounds fun. And so, talk to the people about the subjects. What are we teaching the people actually? What are we teaching the kids and the parents?
So, like I said, the book take contains astronomy, biology, quantum physics, melanin, ground. So we teaching all of that.
Ooh.
The first semester we taught them astrology, and by the end of the course, which was 9 weeks, they were able to interpret their own birth chart, like literally put their chart into a blank wheel. And then the second term was biology, so they learned about the chakras. So we were doing different healing modalities, whether it was like yoga, or we was learning about the food system, or we was learning about the endocrine system related to the chakras.
Yeah.
And it was so dope. At the end of the term, we actually played a game. We played Taboo. We played Chakra Taboo. It was like super dope. Like how the children are able to not only just digest the information, but actually know it within their bodies and not just regurgitate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
knowing that, you know, there's different colors related to their moods and how they're feeling, and if they're ever at a dis-ease, there are certain foods and healing practices that they can go to help and assist them in being their own doctor and being their own savior. So that was dope. And they also learn how to grow their own food.
Yeah. which is very important. I was, you know, the most I learned about in school about farming is just compost. I just learned put some pills in the dirt and it'll make it nutritious. You know what I mean? And they ain't really teach us nothing else.
I didn't learn anything about farming or even growing food in the traditional schooling. It just taught me about other niggas who was growing food.
Exactly.
Mostly white people who had farms.
Exactly. And
But
just
there
even
was-
that, just like even the thought of understanding, oh, I can actually sustain myself through a garden.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't even think that, oh, I got to go to McDonald's, I got to go to the grocery store. Like, that mindset.
According to
If
school,
it's
the
good.
last person with a garden was the Indians. Like you wouldn't, in your history books, you wouldn't even know where the garden was in between Thanksgiving and today. Like, where's the gardens at? But yeah, like that whole endeavor that you guys are doing is so powerful, because to take it on you guys is upon yourself and your own volition to bring other like-minded people together. That's just such a cool compensatory effort to make up for what's missing, you know, to be like, all right, I see that it's not fulfilling this aspect, so we're going to do that ourselves and make that ourselves. And naturally people are going to like that, you know, they build it, they will come naturally, because everyone internally feels like, well, I guess it'll do. You know, it ain't what it ought to be, but it'll do, you know, because, you know, reimagining another alternative is definitely very tough. And there's so many variables that make it tough, whether it's vision, whether it's, you know, application, whether it's just like finding the people and stuff like that.
What we found is that it's
Tell us some of your experiences navigating through the school.
So what we found is it's epigenetics. So like, it's not hereditary. It's literally our environments and how we react to those environments based upon the people that we're surrounded by, the food that we're eating, what we're listening to. They all constitute to a paradigm that we basically succumb to. So the programming is real, right? I studied divine mathematics, so in divine mathematics, it's a law of 7, right? The Greeks even said, give me a child till he's 7 and I'll show you the man. That's because every 7 years, your cells rejuvenate and reproduce themselves. So during those first 7 years of your life, you're in a stage called a theta. So you're very you're like a sponge, and you're soaking in everything. So from the TV shows that the children see, the environment that they're placed in, this is literally giving them suggestions on how to live their lives. And these are things that we've stuck with and kept within our lineage, right? And basically said, okay, since mom did it, I'm gonna do it too. And because we haven't seen anything outside of it, hog pen.
Yeah, like we trapped.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why we creating this space where you're learning it and also being supported in implementing it. We do counseling, and that's a part of the school as well, to make sure that once you go back into the world, you know that it's a program over here that's
Right.
more interested in. It's like you can now embody that for yourself instead of going back into the world and getting lost.
Yeah, man, I like it. I like hearing that, because another aspect to the school, we trying to pretend like ain't nothing happening. Energy got to go let our next guest in, but yeah, a lot of the things I wanted to mention was, so these kids are also in the public schools as well. So they're attending some of them, right? Some of them are not all of them. So some of them are at the public school and doing the School of Sauce, and then some are just solely in the School of Sauce. I think it's very important what you guys are doing, because like you said, we're not only teaching the knowledge, we're also helping with the emotional intelligence, because I feel like in our community, in the community of melanated beings, emotional intelligence is one of the main things we have to heal and work on and develop. And like you said, when we get the opportunity to, work with these children, work with the youth, we can really plant those great seeds. And just even being part of the classes that I've done and seeing the youth, man, they're so powerful and smart. And it's like, naturally they will excel. We just got to continue to support that growth. We got the pups that came in the building. It's okay. We thriving. We got Apollo, y'all. He's in here. Shout out to Def Noodles Studios. Let's do a quick reset. This is something new under the sun with Sunrise the Divine. Man, you gotta love the way the universe works. So we still here with Purp 30. We still here with the Sauce God, and we still here with Energy. He's not here right now, but we're talking about the School of Sauce. We're talking about stepping out of the matrix, breaking out of the matrix, not living the programs that were installed in us when we were younger, not becoming succumb to just the sheep mentality, you know what I mean? And so Matrix Dropout is your book tape. We breaking out of the matrix. What does that mean to you? Dropping out of the matrix. Tell people, like, if somebody just watched the Matrix or never even watched the Matrix, what does that mean to you?
We're born into a simulated environment, right? The Matrix literally stands for the womb, right? So there is a natural matrix, and then there's the matrix that was created by man. And as we know that today is Western civilization, which is what we grew up in. So by disobeying the laws of my art, we fell into our lower selves. So, the lust, the greed, the jealousy, fighting over resources now, they create these wars and things of that nature. This is what creates that alter reality that naturally turns genetically modified information into genetically modified organisms. So now we're operating as a cancerous cell within the body of Allah, right? Of ourselves, right? Because like as above, so below, like we're literally cells within the cosmos, right? We're actually cells within our body as well. So it's like the cells in your body look up to you and they call you God, just like you call the universe
Exactly.
God. You feel what I'm saying?
Remind me of that movie Osmosis Jones with what was this? Chris Tucker, Chris Rock, Chris Rock, and they basically took the life of a cell, white blood cell, and they personified it. That's exactly what it is. Thank you for that explanation. I've always told people that too, like in a nutshell, like you're either an immunity cell on this planet or you're a cancer cell, and you can see it how people live. Like some people are so blank, and a lot of it, unfortunately, is from neighborhoods where we're from. You know what I mean? We'll see how the programming then altered us from being that immunity, that in tune, in harmony with nature, to being that cancerous cell. We littering, we poisoning ourselves in the environment, we destroying each other. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that you guys have started this school. I'm sure there's a lot. It gives me Black Panther vibes, especially with your fro Purp 30. You feel me? You got me. Yo, I really love it. I'm like, I should have picked out my fro. But continuing about the school, Purp, what are some challenges and what are some great benefits you have experienced in the school so far?
A challenge for me would be making sure that people understand how important dedication to it is. Like we get really bogged down, like, oh, I gotta go to work, I gotta sustain myself, I gotta do these things of this one program that we don't, and then we see like, oh, that's cool over there, the School of Sauce, that's cool, I like what I'm learning, but I gotta go to work, I gotta but actually disconnecting and really dedicating to it and understanding, like, if you really dedicated, just like if you go to work, you gonna get a paycheck afterwards. You know what I'm saying? It's more on your control than it is on somebody else. Like, really, I guess that's the dedication. Just the dedication within myself as well as, the students. It's just making sure that we are being an example to push through. Like, you know how hard it is for some people to get up and go to work sometimes, but they do it because they feel like that's their sustainability. And we have to get the mindset that understanding and learning yourself is more sustainable than a job. Like, that is your infinite source of abundance.
Yeah.
So just reprogramming that has been a little difficult, but it's like I said, for myself, and then now providing that thought process for other people, it's just like, it's challenging. Challenging.
Yeah.
But the greatest thing is once it's done, like once somebody actually see that and do that and feel that, it's like every single day you have now stepped outside of the simulation and created it for yourself. Now you can pull and push, pull and pick and choose wherever you want to play in. If you want to play in that system, but you now have the knowing and the understanding of what it is. You're not a part of it. What do you say? You're not in the world, but of it. You're in the world, but not of it. Exactly.
Yeah. So
that's been like the most biggest achievement for myself, and seeing other people having that revelation. Revelation.
It's literally like the movie The Matrix. Like literally when Neo hopped out and then he had to get readjusted to what was actually reality. But then after that, he had the ability to go back in the Matrix. And even when he was back in the Matrix, he was operating from a different frame, a different perspective, because he knew that he wasn't ingrained in that simulation anymore. And that's literally what's happening right now. And so, I like to say energy works both ways, or, we're not the only one who comes up with ideas. I like to say that the ideas get dropped in like an energetic puddle, and a certain amount of people pick up on them. And I'm sure there's a lot of elders, even youth, even people around our age that have goals and dreams to also start schools, start centers of healing and relearning ourselves and opening up our awareness. What advice would you give to them, to the people who's watching this and they're like, wow, that's cool, they're actually doing it. I've been thinking about this for a year or a week or 10 years. You know what I mean? What advice would you give?
Man, you know what? I love Nike's slogan, because it's like, it says it right there. Just do it, man.
Just do it.
Just do it. You don't have to know how, when, where, none of that. All you gotta have is the determination to get out there, have faith in yourself, and trust me, when you walk in there knowing other people will see that and want to assist and help, and you'll even see in yourself how powerful you are just by taking that first step.
Yeah. What advice did you give, Purp?
I would say write it down. Write it down, make a plan, and then, like he said, just do it. Like, but make that plan first, because
you see that this how I balance. I'm a Pisces, she a Virgo.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just like, you'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out. You like dream me with it. You like
what we just doing?
Yeah.
What is we just doing?
You see the balance? You see the balance?
I do see the balance. I see it in real time. Even that awareness of that though, because a lot of us, that's another thing. Like, that's why it's important, y'all. Y'all need to tap in with the School of Sauce. We're going to have all the pop-ups when you see it. We're going to have all the links in the description below. But definitely tapping in, because, we going until infinity and beyond. But it's important that we start to study this stuff, because even in our day-to-day relationships, if we had basic understanding of, even a little bit deeper than basic understanding of astrology, we would know, oh, this partner balances me out in this way, or maybe I shouldn't enter this relationship because of the way our chart is lined up. Exactly. I can see we gonna have friction in this many areas, other than this 2 areas of pleasure right here. Right. You know what I mean? So
it's literally a system. That's literally being in the world and not of it.
Literally,
you know what I'm saying? Because now you have an ideology of the Adinkra codes, of the binary system that we all exist in. You know what I'm saying? And we understand that, wow, this is literally a simulation.
Hold on, pause. Say that word. What codes?
Adinkra codes.
and Dinkra codes. Okay, we're gonna have a pop up on that. Can you give a brief? Some people they still learning about the chakras. Some people may be like, whoa, and Dinkra codes. So can you do that thing where you alchemized it, took it from college level, and explain it to a 5-year-old?
All right, so you were born on a certain day, at a certain time, a certain year.
Okay.
Right. And when you take your first breath, the planets were all aligned in a certain position. And once you took that first breath, all of those energies from the planet, whatever sign they were in, whatever transit they were going through, it locks into your DNA and it literally creates your avatar.
Okay.
And everything that you will experience.
So it like creates your stat. So if we take it on like a gaming perspective, it's like choosing your character and choosing all the abilities and attributes that character will start with and have and be based. Like it's like Pokemon. You got the fire, the water, or the Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander. Okay. And they each got certain stats. Okay. Y'all getting that? Y'all getting that? You gotta let it digest. Sometimes you gotta let it digest. You gotta take. Can we take a deep breath? Let's take a deep breath. Everybody take a deep breath. You too, Israel. Shout out to Israel behind the scenes, man. He's holding us down at the Def Noodles Studios. But let's get this deep breath in through the nose, out of the mouth, as a tribe. In 3, 2, 1. Perfect. That was a perfect reset. Remember, y'all, you can take those resets anytime. You know what I mean? When you in line, when you in traffic, when you feeling good, when you feeling not so good, take those breaths with you. This is Something New Under the Sun with Sunrise the Divine. I'm here with Purp and Sauce. We were talking about the School of Sauce, but now I want to move a little bit into you as an artist, right? You've been traveling a lot. You've been touring. Y'all both been touring. As an artist, how is it balancing that artist life with running the school?
Life is a dance, right? So the moment you try to 1, 2, 3, turn 4, 5, 6 step, then you get out of the flow of it. Everything is harmonized. Everything is in my eye. Everything is in balance. So there's no disconnect. There is no difference between the school, me as an artist, my personal life. It's all me. See, once you get into the oneness of it all, then you can just be and exist.
Yeah. Okay. And so how has it been for you? Same? You dancing?
I'm dancing. I'm a little bit more structured. Like,
okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever answer you want. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
gonna get drippy with it.
Yeah.
I'm a little more particular with it, so I just like to make sure that everything flows. Like, since the school is based off of his music, just finding that in the school, like making sure that they like mesh together.
Yeah.
Like really mesh together. So
yeah,
that's just like putting them pieces together being amazing for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing. Good. Okay. I'm glad to hear that. I've also been traveling a lot, so I know it's fun. It's wild. I'm also a water sign, so I'm like Sauce, you know me. I'm like a butterfly, you know. I might fuck around and be here today, another state tomorrow, just like out of nowhere. And so yeah, but speaking of it, we make some divine music. We make some bangers. Me and Sauce been getting in the booth for a while now. We make straight bangers.
Fire.
Yes.
Yeah. At Disclosure Fest, we
I
was
have
actually
that box.
Yeah. I wake up and rock.
Yes.
Got dry like a car.
Yeah, that is my
That's his banger right
shit.
there.
Oh, I love that shit. I'm so happy that we got to perform that at Disclosure
That
Fest.
was about.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
fun. So yeah, y'all, we was at Disclosure Fest, which is a conscious festival in LA. It's been happening every year except for the COVID block. And yeah, we all was on stage. We was performing some songs that we had made. Sauce got on stage about 2-3 times. Sauce just all around here. You see, he like a superhero. Even this boy might be here right now. He might be in Hawaii tomorrow, you know, talking about I got a performance.
Oh, I didn't tell you.
that was.
You're
Oh, I ain't tell you.
Just popping up. You on a whole nother live. It was like, oh, shit, we in Maui now.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. So before we started the interview, Sauce was like, yo, what's up with the bars? And I'm like, oh, yeah, we could do anything we want because this is our podcast. Yeah, let's do it. So we're gonna get some bars popping right now. The first ever freestyle on Something New Under the Sun. It definitely won't be the last. I'm sure by the end of the whole series we're gonna be like
you're
BET,
gonna be like Sway.
like Sway.
Yeah.
Or like
Sunrise,
Big Ticket. Remember in the
Big
basement.
Ticket, yeah.
We're gonna have a mic with a goddamn bandana on it with some crystals around it. But so yeah, man, you ready to get into these bars?
Yeah, man, life has been telling me to rap more. So
Okay. So we got some music we about to pull up. Hey, Israel.
We got our guy Israel engineering over here.
Israel, go ahead and run that for us. Now, granted, we ain't in the big studio, you feel me? But we about to make it real big, you feel me? Let's get it.
Need to
I
hire.
can hear it a little.
Can you turn it up a little more?
And then start it over.
Literally, we usually don't do this.
Come on, man. This improvisation. You know what I'm saying? This is jazz, baby. This is the 11 laws of God.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Law 1, you come from a piece that none can disturb. The hidden one is you get back to zero if you need to purge. Law 2, nothing in this world can be against you. All your experiences are here to lift you and assist you. Law 3, your knowing is unlimited. Your not knowing just mean your mind ain't formed it into sentences. Let go of the ignorance, step into your omnipotence. Challenges will fall once you cultivate the experience. Law 4, words plus emotion is a potion. You can change the world by being true and just evoking. Keep your heart still, die to the world and go reach high land. I know I will succeed. I surrender to the divine plan. Law 5, God needs you to come into existence. Let your intuition guide you inside you. Let go resistance. Law 6, God need to punish his no rewards. You are one with the Lord. That power is all yours. Hey, Law 7, rejection, redirection. Don't make life hard. You have the power, but not the right to just ignore God. Choose peace. Detrimental emotions make you lose sleep. This medicine and candy. I will, therefore I am free. Law 8, you are not a human, you're divinity. So when the face of challenges, you can maintain your inner peace. Law 9, it's not what you think or what you affirm. It is who is thinking and affirming. Gotta discern the knowledge you obtain is not the only education. No longer mask your motives through rationalization. Law 10, hold
on. Can we do like 2002 where they would get 4.5 minutes in the song and run it back?
Hey, play that back, man.
Can we do it one more time, Sauce? You need to get some water in one more time? Hit that water. Hit it one more time. We gotta get that 11th law in. Oh man, y'all heard it first. Something New Under the Sun. I don't know if y'all heard it first, but y'all heard it here too. 11 laws of God. I don't know if we the first. I ain't gonna claim that.
Come on, man. It's always the first time for somebody. You understand me?
Hey.
Oh, I gotta keep speaking the truth, you know?
Hey, Israel, you think you can run that back from the beginning for me? Hey, you amazing. Let's
do
get
that
it
one more time. From the top, man, the divine mathematician, the sauce. I'm in the building like it's raining outside, man.
Let them know.
I need to write that one down.
Come on. Back like a spinal cord, man. Back like I forgot something. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
2 times. You feel me? Yeah. Okay. Law 1, you come from a piece that none can disturb. The hidden one is you get back to zero if you need to purge. Law 2, nothing in this world can be against you. All your experiences are here to lift you and assist you. Law 3, Your knowing is unlimited. Your not knowing just mean your mind ain't formed it into sentences. Let go of the ignorance, step into your omnipotence. Challenges will fall once you cultivate their experience. Law for words plus emotion is a potion.
Yeah.
You can change the world by being true and just evoking.
Yeah.
Keep your heart still, die to the world and go reach high land. I know I will succeed. I surrender to the divine plan. Law 5, God needs you to come into existence. Let your intuition guide you inside you. Let go resistance. Law 6, God need to punish his no awards. You are one with the Lord. That power is all yours.
Yeah.
Ay, Law 7, rejection, redirection. Don't make life hard. You have the power, but not the right to just ignore God. Choose peace. Detrimental emotions make you lose sleep. This medicine and candy. I will, therefore I am free. Law 8, you are not a human. You're a divinity.
Yeah.
So in the face of challenges, you can maintain your inner peace. Law 9, it's not what you think or what you affirm. It is who is thinking and affirming. Gotta discern the knowledge you've obtained is not the only education. No longer mask your motives through rationalizations. Law 10, sacrifice your stripe to go be with the all.
Yeah.
Receive the call, give it all up and you'll receive it all. Law 11, you descended here to just enjoy your essence, not enduring works on earth, the quest to get to heaven. I'm big stepping, born repping most high, no lie, suited for success. I got next just like a bow tie.
Woo!
11.
11. Okay. 11. 11.
You hear me one more time, y'all. Yeah.
11. Okay. 11. Woo.
11. Yeah. Okay.
Woo! All right, y'all. And with that flame, we gonna drop the mic literally. It's your boy, Sunrise the Divine. You can find me everywhere as Sunrise the Divine. You feel me? We got my man Energy. Where can we find you? We ain't told him yet.
Yeah, you can tap in. Steven Marcus Releford, also known as Energy. That's my IG. And yeah, that's it. You tap in with that. You can hit me with everything else.
All right, where can we find you, Saucy?
At the Sauce God 901 THESAUCEGOD 901. That's Instagram. That's Twitter. That's Clubhouse. Yeah.
What about you, Purp?
I am the Purp 30. It's at the Purp 30, CHEPURP 30 on Instagram and on YouTube.
All right, and for the school, where can we find information about the school?
www.thesaucespot414.com.
www.thesaucespot414.com. All right, got it. All right, y'all. It's episode 3 of Something New Under the Sun. Teach yourself something new. Get your kids up out of that whack ass. No, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing, y'all. I ain't gonna be dissing nobody now. It's been real, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next episode of Something New Under the Sun. I appreciate y'all for coming and sliding through, dropping them bars and the knowledge and wisdom and experience. Thank you, Energy, for being here. Thank you, Israel, for helping us out, engineering, holding it down on the back end. And we'll see y'all next time. Love and light.